Hi Virgo, welcome to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader. Thank you so much for returning to my channel, Virgo. You're always fabulous and I always get great views on your videos. This is your bi-weekly, well, tri-weekly general reading for the dates between August the 22nd and September the 11th. I'm going to draw 6 cards. The first three cards are going to relate to the time between now, the 22nd, and the end of the month, the 31st of August. And the second 3 are going to relate to the 1st to the 11th of September. I will obviously pull extra cards if necessary. I have already shuffled the cards and yeah, I'm ready to go. But I just like to do it a little bit on screen as well so you can see me do it. But I've already meditated as well. Ready to go. Okay, Virgo, the first one for you is the Chariot. Oh, Virgo, it's your birthday as well, isn't it? Happy birthday, Virgo. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Virgo. I hope you have a great birthday month. And I'm excited to do your reading because it's going to be a good reading. When I was shuffling beforehand, I was like, oh, it's exciting. And so far, we've got the Chariot. We've got the 6 of Swords and the Magician, and then for the following week we've got it's the following week, so going into September, we've got those 3 here. I just keep them face down so I don't get distracted. It's not to build the suspense. Okay, so there's more cards that want to come out as well, actually. Okay, so Virgo, happy birthday, and you start your this first week with the Chariot card. Chariot cards number 7s. I've had a high instances of number 7 in the readings actually thus far. And number 7 is actually really a number of endurance. That's what it actually is on the Tree of Life. 7 is endurance on the Tree of Life. And if you think about what endurance means to keep going. The slings and arrows come, the challenges are there. You have to continue to work hard, even though you're tired, even though you're stressed out, even though you don't have the energy anymore, because this is what leads to victory. This is what leads to you having control, taking the reins of your life. If you continue to enjoy, if you continue to apply yourself, it leads to victory. And that's what this card represents here, the Chariot. The Chariot is a card of victory. It's about you being in control, you now being able to balance your energy, your input, and what you get out of that. It's like you understand why you work as hard as you do on your relationship or on yourself or at your job or whatever it is you do. You understand the significance and the reason why it's important for you to continue to put that effort in and that work in. But whenever we get the Chariot, we know that a victory only ever comes after a battle. So that's what we mean about. So we could be leaving. Yeah, we're leaving that energy now. So going back to June, it might have been a challenging time between June and now. So the last literally 2 months might have been quite a challenge, but you've overcome that now. And that was actually a karmic. It feels like it was karmic as well. And some of you will know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't even know what I'm talking about. As in, like, I don't know the specific event. I just know that it's been very challenging for you. This last 2 months, Virgo. And this is, as I said, it's about victory. You've enjoyed it, and you are victorious, and you will come out as victorious. There is movement now in that cycle. And obviously, the next card that we've got out here is the 6 of Swords. So the 6 of Swords is again a card of movement. Number 6 is 6. It's a number of balance. It's a number of harmony, and sword energy is about our minds, our thoughts, our communication. So it's like you are communicating compassionately. You're able to recognize the wisdom of the battle that you've been on, of the struggle and the strain that it took you to reach the Chariot, where you are finally in control. For some of you, that there's people end relationships and marriages all the time. I do get a sense of that, though. I get a sense of some of you, the battle that you've been going through has been a divorce, a legal, or a custody battle, you know, for the children, visitation, all that stuff. You know, when two people, you know, want to leave a marriage, you know, that's what they should do. And even if there's a child involved, and I think that if that's what you feel is the right thing to do, I should say, if that's what you feel is the right thing for you to do, I don't think you should be in a situation that continually makes you unhappy just because you've got a child together. So the battle seems to have been around the for some of you, for some people out there, around the children, around the child. But the good news is, the really nice thing is that there seems to be an agreement is being reached, and more what's the word? Cooperation. You know, cooperation. So that's positive. Even if the battle to get here hasn't been, it is still positive. For others of us, when we've got the Six of Swords, it's preceded by the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords is about our lack of mental clarity, or the fact that who we are, how we perceive ourselves, how we show up in the world and communicate with others isn't authentic. What we think in our minds isn't authentic. Is that we're not being true to ourselves, we're not being truthful enough with ourselves. And, you know, that's what the Five of Swords is about. So the Six of Swords is moving out of that energy. Obviously, it's you've moved out of that energy now, where you're not kidding yourself anymore. You know, you are addressing red flags if you see them. You are becoming conscious and aware of how you feel and what you're thinking, and you recognize the power in that and the wisdom in that. And the next card, and it links nicely, is the Magician energy. You know, the Magician, this energy, I love this energy. It's so nice when you meditate with this energy. I love it. And I practically do before every reading, because I do my Hatsureho, my meditation. And, you know, I do sometimes. The last couple of days, I've been doing a little bit of Tai Chi. Now, I've never learned anything about Tai Chi, but I know what it feels like. I know what the energy feels like. So, anyway, I get into this little groove, and it's the groove of the Magician, and it's such a powerful energy, creative. It's also what's that word? I can't think of the word. I don't want to. It's not intense, but as in intense, as in it's difficult. It's just, you need to, when you've got this energy, when you've got this the ability to create, the ability to manifest, the ability to overcome, the ability to heal, the ability to affect your relationships and others just by how you speak, how you show up, the ability to affect your work, your income, because of how you show up, because of the type of things you say, because of the actions that you take, your ability to grow in confidence, because you can think clearly, you can reflect on all the things that have happened in the past, all the things that led to this victory of the Chariot, and that have led to this Six of Swords. So when you have the Magician energy, it's such an in control. It's you feel so in control. You feel so capable, so motivated, so clear-minded, and it's like a real card about self-belief. It's about believing in yourself, and recognizing that within you can create anything, you can do anything, you can achieve anything, and you really can. Obviously, we all can, but sometimes we forget that. So with the Magician, it's about tapping into that energy. And, you know, and it's because potentially there has been some changes in your life, with both the Chariot and the Six of, what's that card? Swords. So there may have been some challenges in your life, but you should be feeling confident, and you can feel confident. You know, we've got a high instance of Major Arcana, and then we've got a high instance of sword energy here, because we've got the Six here, we've got the Two of Swords here, we've got the Nine of Swords here. So this is kind of I can see this very clearly now, actually. Really for you, even though I said that these are the first week, these are the second week, it's not like that for you, actually. It might be for some of you, but it doesn't feel like that now. Now that I look at these cards, it looks like the energy of as above, so below. That's what this energy looks like to me. So this is how you should be feeling. Chariot, Six of Swords, and the Magician. You should be feeling confident, in control, victorious, balance, harmony. And that's what some of you are literally projecting to the world. But actually beneath that, this is how you're feeling. You're feeling conflicted, you're feeling restrained, you're feeling tied down, you're feeling like you're feeling the effects of the situation, you're feeling the effects of this battle, you're storing that with you, you're carrying that with you, and instead of feeling confident and motivated, instead of actually being confident and motivated and able to produce and manifest, what you're actually going through is this inner turmoil, is this paranoia, is this worry, is this anxiety, is this concern. So it's interesting, isn't it? You've been through a battle, you've been through some hard times, some hard lessons. The sun is coming out. Look, the Nine of Swords is coming out. The Ten of Pentacles is on the bottom. Just bear with me a second. I just want to see what came before this Chariot, because I think that's the Ten of Pentacles. So it could be for some of you a husband and wife. You know, it could be husband and wife, could be boss. So something's happened. It could be a new job, or that was the change that came. You've started a new job, and you should be feeling confident. You should be feeling in your element, Virgo. This is our energy. This is earth energy, you know, the King of Pentacles. You should be feeling like this, but within you, you are feeling a little bit, you know, not as confident as you should be feeling. And you can feel confident. You know, when we get any sixes, we know that you've done the work. You only get to number 6 if you've done the battle and won it. If you've battled the fives, if you've battled that consciousness, if you've battled that blindness, I don't want to know, I don't want to feel, I don't want to think, I don't want to make a decision. You've battled that to get to the wisdom of the number 6. You know, sometimes we are so battle weary, and I think that's what some of you are. You're feeling battle weary. You should be strong. You know, you've got where you need to be now. You've got your payout, or you've got your time with your kids that you want. Everyone's equal. Everyone's got equal time. You know, you've got the person that you want. Whatever it is you want, you seem to have it, and have achieved it, and have gained that. But for some reason within you, you're conflicted. Is it really what you wanted? You know, is that really what you wanted? Is that, have you achieved all that you want? Is there any other changes you need to make? This is with the Two of Swords. It's like you are committed to thinking of either yourself or a specific situation in a particular way. That's what this energy represents. You're committed to thinking of something in a particular way instead of going forward with your decision, instead of being in control and being the master of that. And I feel like it's hard for you. It's hard for you, Virgo. You know, this energy could be influenced by other people, though. Do you know what I mean? It might not be that you're you know, you are feeling like this. You know, you're feeling victorious, you're feeling strong, you're feeling confident, able to manifest, you're feeling creative, you're feeling good. You know, you're feeling like this. And as I said, because I've got the number 6 there, I tend to feel like that's how you should be feeling, you know? But when I see these Devil and the Nine of Swords, it tells me that there is a lack of confidence, there's a lack of you're feeling weak. You're feeling weakened, maybe because of the battle that you've been on, or weak because of these foundations, the foundations of yourself, of your life, of your self-esteem, what they're built on. You know, this is what the Devil energy can represent, you know, because they talk about codependent. I'm sick of, do you know, I mean, I love watching tarot videos, because I watch them, and I do my own videos, obviously, and I love watching them. I only watch the same person every, you know, same couple of people, whatever. But you know, I'm sick of people saying so, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. What I'm going to say is about the Devil energy. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say about the Devil energy is that it can be when we talk about codependent relationships, what that means is someone else needs to validate us. Someone else needs to validate him. Someone else needs to validate her in order for that person to feel like they're worthy enough, they're good enough, they're capable, they're strong enough. And it might be that you've got someone like that in your life, that you've got someone like that in your partner, or I don't know, your child or whatever. You've got someone in your life that you need to validate, or that you take your validation from. Someone that tells you to be strong so that you can be strong. Someone that tells you you are weak so that you believe that you are weak. For example, that's what we mean by codependent relationships. And there could be some of you involved in that type of energy, you know, or that's the energy that you've moved away from. So, you know, we had the King of Pentacles come out, which does represent your energy, but it could be that this is an ex-partner, or, you know, the divorce that you went through with your husband or your wife, for example, was codependent. And even though things have changed now, even though you're in a different position now, a different situation now, it's how many years or months on, you know, you're in a good place, you settle down, you've got over the trauma of that relationship. For some reason, you're thinking back to that. You know, we've gone out of retrograde season now. I had there was another reading, I can't remember which one it was, apologies, but obviously you can check them out yourself on my channel. But there was another reading where there was a sort of a bereavement. I mean, it came through quite clearly. The message was that, you know, you were married and you divorced. You've been divorced for years and years and years. Well, you know, you've been divorced for years anyway, and you've moved on with their life, they've moved on with their life. But either your ex-spouse passes away and dies, for this other reading I'm saying, or you're someone in their life that you knew when you were married, that you liked, that you admired, has passed away. And there was a difficulty in that. People sort of, you know, they were in a good place in their life, but it sort of brought back memories of their relationship, good or bad. It's kind of a similar thing here. It's kind of like, that's such a random and specific example, I know. But this reading is quite reminiscent of that reading, in that, you know, there's every right to feel good, that the bad relationships, the bad time, the bad marriage is past, is beyond, and you're now happy, you're feeling good about life. But it's as if something comes back from the past, something comes back to haunt you, whether sorry, that sounds really dramatic. It could be, for example, a phone call, or you might see them in the street, or, as I said, you might hear of there's been a passing in their family, and it kind of churns up the waters again. So I get a sense that really there's work that you need to be doing this month, Virgo, and it's about looking at this type of energy that you feel tied to. Why are you still feeling, there's something within you've overcome a lot, Virgo, you've done a lot of work to overcome it, but it's as if there's something deep down that is still causing you to feel like this. So on the surface, you look in control, you look confident, you look happy, your life's in harmony, but beneath the surface, and that's what it feels like, this reading. I mean, you can apply it yourself if it's this week and the next week, whatever, but for me, it doesn't feel that way. It feels like you've gone through a lot of change, which have been positive, which have brought you out to be this confident person, this person who's in control and who's able to create and manifest and grow and build and feel and communicate and think and be conscious and all that type of thing, which is a beautiful energy. But it's as if below the surface, deeper, and I keep feeling like I need to push this card down, because it feels like it is below the surface. There's a people say there's toxicity. I feel like it's a wound that still has not quite been healed, and I feel like it's from potentially from a toxic relationship in the past. You know, an ex-lover, an ex-husband, an ex-wife who. And for some reason, that energy is confronting you this month, Virgo, or this next couple of weeks. And I would say to you that when it don't just bury your head in the work. You know, yeah, it's great to see swords because you're thinking about things, you're being conscious about things, but really you want to be able to also use the cups energy and be considerate of your feelings. Try to let your feelings come to the surface. Try to let yourself become conscious of how you're feeling, how you've been affected by this, or how you were affected by the past, by this thing that you're carrying around with you, because there is no need for you to carry it around with you, because things in your life are very good, or should be very good, or the energies around it for it to be very, very balanced and victorious. So I'm hoping that by the 11th of September, we've overcome this energy, we've overcome this devil energy, and we're moving in a much more steady, happy, balanced energy. That's my hope for you, Virgo. Okay, thank you so much for being here, Virgo. Happy birthday. I hope you enjoy your birthday month. Maybe that's why you're thinking about it, actually, now I think about it. You know, sometimes birthdays have the... you know, they can make us think about where we were 5 years ago, where we were last year. So maybe that's why some of us are thinking back. But as I said, don't be downhearted, because, you know, your energy is here and you're not stuck, and you don't need to think that you are stuck. There's definitely the energy here for you to move on and to grow and to heal. So that's what we need to work on. If you would like a personal reading from me, my darlings, it's keywisdomtarot@gmail.com, and obviously you can follow me, and please do actually, on Instagram, on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, subscribe to this channel as well. I'll be putting out your September love readings next week as well, so return for that. And thank you so much for all your love and support. Have a fabulous birthday month, Virgo, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.